single cycle. 1, 2, and 3. These 4 teams have found themselves in the top 4 spots every single time. That is 100% success rate for these 3 teams. No, that's too many. But aside from that, jokes aside, we're going to dive on into it. Our last game of cash out. Ultimately, only 2 will go through to our top end of the night, which is that final coveted best of 3 head-to-head match. But before then, we need to see who is gonna be there. Is it gonna be Mogwasom, 777RS and Co? Is it gonna be Haibu, DRG, or KZ? We don't know, but we are gonna find out very, very soon.
All 4 teams will 100% go home with a little bit of dosh in their pocket. The big question is how much will go in their pocket. Will it be 1,000? Will it be 2,000? Will it be 1,000? Or will it be a split between that? But more importantly, to claim the points. King Zero are so desperately wanting to extend their lead, guarantee themselves that golden ticket. They have done it. They've been to the Grand Major once. They want to see it again. Buzel going in with the charge and slam, unable to find the full elimination, but I tell you what, he's so close. The little shake of the head telling you he ain't gonna run away with it, but he will finally get it done.
Look, a quick bit of this and that. KZ, not a great start. They've been struggling in the cash outs. Yes, their head-to-heads have been somewhat okay, but 777RS, they're also staring down the barrel of a rocky beginning, even though they've got that opening vault. They've got DRG knocking on the door. They want to find the remaining members, which indeed they will. Sirius goes down, and the steal will come for DRG. Haibu on the other side of the map are having a pretty easy, breezy set of gameplay. Uncontested right now as KZ maybe look to make their way over on the respawn, but pretty breezy.
Easy breezy. It's definitely... I was going to try to rhyme that off again, but that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. King Zero looking to put some pressure onto Haibu. I'm sorry, Haibu. And Haibu's run been more successful than they anticipated. Going in, getting that 2nd seed into this fight. Currently 2nd in this championship as well. They will not be too disappointed with how they've played. Meanwhile, King Zero, there's a lot of point they need to prove when they go for this attack. They've been questioned 10 out of 10 times every time they've attacked. As they push into Grandma's house, a bunch of cookies are definitely waiting for them right around the corner. The KS doing a lot of damage, only 1 bar of health, and there goes Buzel. Finally dropped to the floor.
Rough gig, but ultimately not over just yet. KZ still have 1 in the mix, and it won't be for much longer. Hewley Rice goes down. Haibu are going to continue the suffering of KZ. DRG off screen. They're going to win their fight as well. 777RS are on another respawn. So we've got our contenders for our first vaults at the moment, locking in their cash outs pretty comfortably, mind you. Haibu haven't really had much of a struggle. DRG, they've wiped 7RS twice now, but I wouldn't argue that that is anything to go off of right now. 777RS do heat up the more they play. I think KZ have just had a bad day, honestly, at this point. Whether or not they do anything, I don't know. I really couldn't sit here and justify yes or no, both sides of the spectrum, because they are our top team, but they haven't played like it today.
No, they definitely not played like the top team we expected, but they have shown that they are capable to get into these rounds. As talking of fights, 777RS versus DRG is starting to unfold. Dim is the first to drop as well as Sirius, so both of the lights gone. By the way, Dim running grapple hook. Not running dash, not running invis. Grapple hook, of all things. Not uncommon to see.
No. Ultimately, pretty standard, I would argue. Slowing down on the pace, both sides of the spectrum here. We've got a plug for KZ, finally. The Haibu looking for their 2nd already. Not really much going on in the terms of altercations. A little bit of poke damage here and there, which is pretty industry standard. But the sonar grenade on top to figure out whether or not push is coming through is good utility usage there for Yuchi. Does give his team a small amount of notice that he needs to possibly disappear, considering 777 RS are looking to get involved. It's DRG currently being punished. Haibu there getting active over towards this backside of the map by Grandma's house. Another one found. DRG fall. And Haibu quite comfortable. They've got that cash out in the open as well. So realistically, as long as they don't fumble the bag, it should be a pretty easy second box for them.
Keyword, should be.
Should be.
Should be. Yuchi, again, playing height as he always does, but this is also another difficult site. No winches from any of the teams, so you can't move this cash box anywhere. Instead, Steel starts to go through. There is a dome shield to be able to protect them. Steel has to be stalled. And 777 RS have to rethink how they approach it. Thankfully, Hooli Rice down. This is an opportunity for 777 RS, but again, the LH1 really doing a lot of damage, but it doesn't come through. Sirius comes and saves the day. Mogwasum and Eshi down to 1 bar to stay alive. They have to focus on the kills and they will get it done. Hooli Rice able to coin in. Hooli Rice needs to run, get there as quickly as they can. 777 RS has the point, but it's not done. There's still time to steal. It would be a mad dash, a mad opportunity. Is there enough time left for them to get themselves onto point and the steal to come through as time dwindles away? It has been struck away. 777 RS in the prime seat. They were 3rd on the first cycle, 4th on the second cycle. They are finding themselves in the prime position to make it into the top 2.
As long as they don't fumble it now, KZ are staring down the barrel of not a great outcome. 4th isn't terrible, but it is not great considering their finishes in 2nd and 1st, respectively. However, 777 RS, this is the turnaround they've been waiting for. They've had great qualifications in the first opening moments of the previous cycles. They've gone straight to the finals pretty much majority of the time, where we see them now, but they just can't convert it into a win. As you've said, we've seen 3rds, we've seen 4ths. They've got decent points between them, but they haven't locked in a win. And today could be that day if Hebrew let them have it, if anyone lets them have it. It's still anybody's game, mind you. They're hungry, though. They're looking. KZ seem to be their targets. Mogwasum finds another Agan, now the last alive. They just want to keep them on a constant respawn cycle if they can. Because why not? Get rid of them now, even if you don't go through, as long as they don't. Deny their points, makes your job easier in cycle 4 if you can lock it in.
DRG also is able to get themselves ahead, so is 777 RS. Both of these two have not had a cycle win. If these two go through, it would be a dream scenario, but a steal coming through. Is it being contested? The answer, it is slightly, but they've got the steal coming through. Haibu able to take it out of the open, but they will lose Busel. Now they've got to be mindful because they know that 000 will have damage coming from the side. Eshe getting it done. 777 RS retain the lead, retain the power to get through to the top 2.
Problem is, though, they're a player down, and here comes KZ. They've been doing well so far in this matchup, but it hasn't been enough. Sirius is on a 2-second coin wait. He's going to pop it straight away, but with Yuchi close, they're now scared of what's going to happen. Mogwasum playing the high ropes, trying to keep himself alive. Indeed, is wasting a lot of time, but that's perfect. Sirius is back. They've managed to get the H-Infuser on, but this is the thing. Yuchi's now set up. Another steal from Haibu. They need to deny, and indeed they will. They'll shut it down for now. Sirius is alive still, but there's 30 seconds left, and KZ haven't done a great deal. Is it going to be enough? Are we going to see anything different from what we see right now? Mogwasum falls. This is not good as KZ now go for a steal. DRG having the time of their life, but no contesting. But right now, the contest is starting to come through. KZ will be able to get the steal on them, but it's not enough to jump themselves to the top. So the question they ask themselves: is it worth it? Is it worth continuing this steal, or do we assist to make our lives easier? Do we assist to stop some of the top dogs from going through? That's the question they start to ask as the time starts to go even lower. 12 seconds left.
left. And
Better
on the
points.
clock, DRG
Kills.
is going to get themselves through, but it's a matter of moments. 777RS will be down the grave, but it's Haibu and DRG for the second time face each other in this Cycle 3 finale.
And I do have to respect KZ for going in at the end there and making that steal. It came down to a kill race, which maybe they weren't anticipating for third or fourth, but in that position,